Hey Royals, this is Mademoiselle Mosley again. I hope everybody is doing fine tonight. I want to talk about let's not pretend, let us put it to an end. Let's get it. Don't let your inner trauma cause someone else outer drama. Your inner trauma can cause you to have a perverted view. Don't take it out on someone that had nothing to do with what happened to you. You know, oftentimes we take our stuff on people that have nothing to do with what happened to us. They just happen to be in the vicinity. So we take it out on them. Because what you're doing is when you're taking out that inner trauma on somebody and causing them outer drama, you're creating a scenario. The same scenario what somebody did to you. It might not be the same thing, but you are creating this person a piece of trauma that will cause them to cause somebody else outer drama. See, what somebody did to you, you have not dealt with it. So now somebody else is dealing with you what you never dealt with. And you may cause them to deal with something that they never dealt with and cause somebody else some more drama. That's how this thing is like. That's how it transports itself. It's inside of you. So when it resides in you, it gets a ride from you. You ain't nothing but transportation for this thing to keep going from nation to nation. It's like you being used by the abuse. That's why we gotta beat this thing. We can't call it no truce. We're gonna have to deal with it and get real with it. And see, the person that abused you probably was abused too. And there ain't no excuse for the abuse. I'm just telling you some truth. Maybe not in the same way, but that's how the spirit, like I said earlier, it gets way across the nations because it rides in each and every individual who have been abused to some degree, whether it's mentally, physically, or spiritually, and you pass that on. That's why once you stop, I stop, we stop, he stops, she stops, it all stops. And it goes undetected. It's like what it does is it preys on the innocent and the unprotected, these spirits. And the reason why it gets the innocent and unprotected get preyed upon because it travels inside of familiar faces. And that's the reason why it can access private places. Yes, these are familiar faces. 9 times out of 10, the things that we experience within comes from within our own households or people whom come into our households that are not a part of our household. That's why you got to watch who you invite to your house. Okay? So, like I said, they're familiar faces gaining access to private places that they have no business in. It happens so many times to us because these people are family and friends. And some of those people call themselves kin. They ain't no kin to us. That's how they gain access to us. Now they're part of the family that people trust. And they betray us with disgust, which usually is attached to lust. That's what happened to most of us. And what we need to do is take a look at ourselves and men and put all this inner trauma to an end. That's the only way we're going to heal and put it to the end, is to acknowledge it. Some people pretend like it never happened. That's why some people say, I don't believe they did that. Because in order to believe you, they have to receive what is true. So they decide not to believe you. But it still doesn't make it not be true. So I hope that helped y'all. We got to end this thing by acknowledging it and dealing with it, and it is very painful. So I hope that helped y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, get it before it gets you. I'm out.